iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Welcome back once again, race fans, here to the Turn 3 Racing Network tonight. The Wheels for Warriors USA Pro Cup Series fires things off for the final time in the regular season right here for the Showdown 115. That's right, final regular season race before the championship kicks off. Who's going to make their way in? Who's going to be left looking from the outside in? At the end of tonight's race, track temperature a little bit high at 102 out there on this little bit of an oblong egg-shaped track here. Got to keep the minnow pond intact. A little backstory behind that one. Nonetheless, how you doing? How you feeling out there, TV Land race fans? Glad you could all join us here tonight. Once again, as always, Dave in the Cave, bringing you all the calls from the track here for Cyber Thunders Wheels for Warriors USA Pro Cup Series. Looks like qualifying already underway, so let's go ahead and give you a little bit of that information up on the screen for you. And why doesn't seem like it wants to work out that way for us, so we'll go around just another way. You know, Omaha, we'll get this thing on the screen for you. There you go, right there on the top left side. You got your ticker right there. Bruce Perry, quick time, stands at a 29:51 for Perry. We'll see who else has got a quicker time out there. Looks like Bob Rogerson going to go top of the speed charts, 29:49. See nobody else out there actually on a qualifying lap. Scratch that, Chris Wold out there. He's one of those championship contenders later on in tonight's race. Or there you can see it right there on the left-hand side of your screen. Justin Groves, Tom Richter, Tyler Beeman, all highlighted in that Turn 3 orange, as well as Chris Wold. Those are drivers that are in the chase right now, solidly in the chase right now. Cole Gray right there lit up in that lime green Turn 3 racing colors. On the outside looking in, just 10 points back from Christopher Dean. So Gray with a solid run here tonight, and a little bit of a tough go there for Chris Dean, and you could see that number 3 of Cole Gray into the championship here. 32 of Chris Wold, going to go 8th on the speed charts. Let's see who else we got out there. Eric Anderson, another one of those drivers on the outside looking in. He's about 38 points back. It's going to be a tough go here with the car count to make up that deficit. So unfortunately, I'm not sure, but with a race win, it could be possible. Mathematically still possible. Eric Anderson right there in that 43 Petty Blue Ford Mustang works his way off of Turn 3 and 4. Going to come to the line to begin his first time lap here for qualifying. We are about halfway through tonight's 10-minute qualifying session. Knocking on the door, just 10 seconds left for that halfway point. Christopher Daniel, also one of those drivers on the outside looking in. Daniel's on the bubble in his 88. He's out there on track. Those are the only 2 drivers on track. So why don't we take a look here at Christopher Daniel in a moment. Eric Anderson off of the big time slide and wiggle coming to the stripe. Anderson going to go 7th with his first time lap. Let's check on Christopher Daniel. Daniel going to go 7th with his time lap. Bump Anderson back now. We've got 3 out of the 4 drivers on the outside looking in, all right there lined up with each other on the speed charts. Christopher Daniel, Eric Anderson, and Cole Gray, 7th, 8th, and 9th. Nobody has anything for Bob Rogerson right now. Quick time on the speedway, 29:49. Heavy hitters yet to qualify. John Dykeman looks like he's getting ready to get into the car. The 41 jumps out on to the apron now. He does begin his up-to-speed laps. Frank DiMaggio yet to go. Zach Shahalis, Brian Dorsey, Coleridge, Finmore still down there on pit road with just under 4 minutes remaining here in qualifying. Going to be interesting to see the mad dash of drivers late in the go. Eric Moore going to break out his number 5. He's going to go onto the speedway. Daniel's going to go 7th on the speed charts. Taking a look now at that 41 of John Dykeman. He makes his way into turn, I believe that is turn 1 and 2. Yes, it is. The Motorcraft Ford Mustang, piloted by John Dykeman, makes his way off of turn number 2 down the backstretch into turn number 3. Now there you can see Adam Mad Sim Racing. What can this man do right here? Takes him the line first time. Let's see what's he got. He's going to jump to 7th on the speed charts. Eric Moore still out there waiting to put in his time lap. 11 drivers on the speed chart so far here tonight, with now just under 3 minutes remaining. Drivers going to have to get out there really quickly if they're going to want to put down a time lap and try to take that top spot away from Bob Rogerson. Quick time on the session, 29:49 by that 78. John Dykeman gonna snatch the pole, 29:32. Quick time. He blew Bob Rogerson's pole position out of the water by over 1/10 of a second. Look at that. Dykeman goes top of the speed charts, 29:32. Finmore, DiMaggio, both out there on track now with just about right around 3 minutes remaining. 2 minutes and 10 seconds, I apologize, remaining. Going to be really close for these drivers to put in their time lap. We'll stay with Finmore. Frank DiMaggio in the 95, also out there on his up-to-speed lap. So we'll keep our eye on both of these drivers as we close in on the final 2 minutes of this 10-minute qualifying session. We do want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in here tonight. Going to be one heck of a show in the Showdown 1:15 right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network for the Wheels for Warriors USA Pro Cup Series. Off of 4, coming to the stripe, going to put in his first time lap. Finmore goes top of the speed charts. Quick time, 29:28. Coleridge Finmore back at the top of the speed charts. He'll have quick time for the moment. Frank DiMaggio goes third with his first time lap. 29:44 for DiMaggio. Can he pick up? How much will Finmore pick up right here coming off of turn number 3? Back to the start-finish line. Final lap in qualifying. Finmore, he improves. DiMaggio jumps up but comes up short. 29:26 for DiMaggio. Quick time in qualifying. Your pole sitter right there, man on screen. The one of Coleridge Finmore walks away with a 29:21. That is one heck of a run. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to break away, head down trackside for the national anthem. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rackets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof
drivers rolling off the starting grid. It's time to run down tonight's starting lineup right here in the Showdown 115 for the Wheels for Warriors Pro Cup Series. Coleridge Fenmore goes top of the speed charts in qualifying. He'll start inside row number 1, just to his outside, the 95 of Frank DiMaggio. John Dykeman, Bob Rogerson making up row number 2. Row number 3 here tonight, Bruce Perry in the 39 and the 99 of Justin Groves. 37 of David Rogerson, followed by Tom Richter back in row number 4. Row number 5 here tonight, the 91 of Tyler Beeman in the 88 of Christopher Daniel. Eric Moore in 11th, Eric Anderson in 12th. There do you see the rest of your run down here tonight as drivers make their way off of turn number 4. We're ready to go. Green flag racing for the first time here tonight. Field on the front stretch on the loud pedal. Green flag flies for the first time here at Darlington Raceway in the final race of the regular season here this year for the Wheels for Warriors USA Pro Cup Series. And caution on the speedway. Bill Jett has some trouble, big time trouble. Jeff Sharp caught up involved in this one as well. Let's take a look, see what happened, see how it all went down here early on lap number 1. My goodness. There you can see drivers going around right there all over the place. I believe Tom Richter involved in this one as well. You got drivers upside down. The 3 on his lid. Oh, great. That is going to spell some trouble. Let's look at this again. 3 goes into turn number 1. There's smoke everywhere, trying to get out the 43 with contact into the wall, and well, iRacing catches it, then another car flips him on his lid. Oh my gosh. Jeff Sharp, chase contender, he's caught up and involved. Let's take a look from that 19's point of view. Trying to woe for the carnage and chaos. Almost making it through, clipped at the end and hard impact to the outside wall. One more look at another chase contender here. Way through. My goodness, big time excuse me, big time implications here. That's going to definitely shake things up as far as the point standings are concerned. The 3 of those chase drivers, all 4 of the drivers on the outside looking in, involved in this one. That's going to spell trouble for quite a few of them. Tom Richter not locked in, sitting 7th in the chase grid, in the chase standings right now. Should this be race number 1, if you understand what I'm saying, the way the chase would break down right now. Richter only sitting in 7th, but fortunately enough for himself, Jeff Sharp and Kyle Jett, those drivers that are on the outside looking in, they had trouble too. Cole Gray, Christopher Daniel, Eric Anderson, all caught up involved in this lap 1 incident going into turn number 1 here at Darlington Raceway. The track, too tough to tame, living up to its name very early here tonight. Very long way to go here, still upwards of 110 laps left to go in tonight's Showdown 115 right here for Cyber Thunder Racing League's Wheels for Warriors USA Pro Cup Series. Rich Fenmore still leading this field around, got up through the gears, and caution flag flew. He kicked it back to neutral, brought the field back double file, back behind the pace car. We'll get set to fire things back off this time around. And you will notice over there on your ticker, on the point standings, you see drivers' numbers lit up and highlighted with certain numbers as the pace car ducks down. Field in the hands of Finmore. And away we go. Green flag racing once again right now, maybe. Called that a way too early, didn't we? Finmore still up through the gears quicker than anybody else. He'll take that top spot. DiMaggio slotted in right behind him. Dykeman running in a third. Bruce Perry, Justin Groves mixing it up. Tyler Beeman, David Rogerson now making some moves. The 32 of Chris Wolf, he breaks himself into the top 10. Looking at that 32 Valvoline Ford Mustang. Looking good here tonight. Also a solid run by David Rogerson. Look at this. 37 sitting inside of the top 10, just outside of your top 5. What a run for that Boston Bruins 37 Chevy ZL1 Camaro. But as we were saying about the ticker, about the timing and scoring over there, drivers lit up with that turn 3 orange color. Those are the drivers pretty much solidly slotted in to the chase here, the first round of 12. You do have a handful of drivers out there mixed up with about 3 drivers. Eric Moore, Brian Dorsey, I don't believe it's Dave Gainforth, Christopher Dean, who I do not see in the field here tonight. So that's gonna be a close one right there. Christopher Dean only 10 points on the good side of the cut line as a caution flag comes. Looks like we do have that one on screen. Mark Schrader with some trouble. We'll check out and see what happened here to the 21 Toyota Camry. That one just looks like lost it off of 4. Hard impact into that inside wall. Pancaked that thing. My goodness. So it does look like Cole Gray, Christopher Daniel, they are battling right here tonight for a spot at a championship, for a chance to chase after the championship trophy and lift it high at the end of the season this year. Both of those drivers 10 and 20 points back from Christopher Dean. Dean not in the race here tonight. We are not seeing him here at the track. So he's going to give up some points for sure. How much can these drivers trying to race their way in? How much can they capitalize on the absence of another driver? Eric Moore, Patrick Stein, Bill Jett, Christopher Daniel, Eric Anderson, Dalton Carter, Mike Grandy Sr., and Mark Schrader all to pit road here under our second caution early here tonight. Lap number 9 out of the 115 scheduled in tonight's official race distance. I tell you what, let's take a look around the track. Let's see who we want to look at. Let's check out some of these cars here. What do you say? Who is our biggest mover of the race so far right now? Tied right now between the driver sitting in that number 9 Ford Mustang. There you can see Brian Dorsey. He's up 9 positions in the 8th spot right now, just breaking into the top 10. Also up 9 positions here tonight. You'll see that 77 of Dave Sanders come into your picture. Another driver sporting that Valvoline machine colors. That paint scheme on that 77 reminds me of some good old days of NASCAR. So I guess we got Team Valvoline. What is that? Is that a real thing? Is that real? Somebody help me? No. Back at the front with your race leader, iRacing pace car light still on. The field should get the one to go this time by. And well, while we find ourselves under caution and while we have a minute to talk about things, let's talk about the title sponsor here for Cyber Thunder's Wheels for Warriors USA Pro Cup Series. That's right. You can find them right down in the description. Click the link. Head on over to their website. That's Wheels for Warriors USA. Great organization out there doing some big things. We failed to mention it over the past 2 or 3 weeks, but back during National Police Week, May 1st to be a matter of fact, Wheels for Warriors and the Panhandle Detachment of Combat Veterans Motorcycle Association, well, they gave away a motorcycle at Selly's Cycle Center. You had to be there to believe it. William Joseph Smith, Deputy Sheriff, was the lucky recipient of a motorcycle that was donated by Wheels for Warriors and the Panhandle Detachment of Combat Veterans Motorcycle Association. So a lot of big things going on here. Already had their first charter, their first sponsor of the year. This is the second thing that they've already done this year. Located right in the heartland of the USA, centrally located in Lincoln, Nebraska. So if you want to ship them something to possibly donate, or if they need to get to you, they can do it in quite some time. So head on over to the website, www.w4wusa.org. Drivers back side by side, Finmore and DiMaggio gonna battle it out once again on a restart. iRacing pace car down and away. Field making their way off of 4. Waiting to get to the restart line, waits for it, stacks the field up, green flag flies, nails the loud pedal. How about DiMaggio getting all on the gearbox? Right there, heck of a run getting down into turn number 1 for Frank DiMaggio in that 95. He's all over Finmore right now. Bruce Perry, Tyler Beeman, they're sitting in 3rd and 4th position. Whoa, big moment, Chris Wold. Big time save, no contact with that inside wall. That was a big time moment. You can see a little bit of damage on the right rear quarter panel of that 42 machine. He's been into the outside wall, or another driver has been into him. One of the two. We've seen sparks flying just off in the foreground as drivers make their way into turns 1 and 2. 34 of Tom Richter struggling. That car wiggling all over the place here. Back at the front of the field, Coleridge Finmore now enjoys a 0.3 of a second gap over Frank DiMaggio. Bruce Perry still slotted in 3rd. Tyler Beeman in a solid 4th, a little bit of a ways back to the 99 of Justin Groves, rounding out your top 5. And how about that Interstate Batteries 34 machine? Tom Richter looking smooth out there. No caution. The 28 goes around. More contact by more drivers at the tail end of this field. Bill Jett caught up and involved. Looks like another driver, no hood on his machine. My goodness. We'll take a look back, see what happened here on lap number 14. There you can see the 28 gets loose, loses it, goes around the 88, gets by, tries to save it, into the 89, into the 5, outside wall. Oh my gosh, the 19, nowhere to go. Jeff Sharp, my goodness. Oh my gosh. One more time at that from the vantage point inside that 19 onboard camera shot. You can see all the smoke there. It's getting harder and harder to see where those oh, and there's a car right there. Just like that, that quick, it can all be over. It can all come to a grinding halt. Tough break there for one of your championship contenders trying to, well, it looks like he very well may still be able to slot himself into the chase. Sharp already locked in with his race win this season, so a little bit of a tough go here tonight. Tough on not having any bonus points coming from tonight's race, more than likely with that heavy damage, but still with a chance to chase after that championship next week. So as these drivers get things done tonight, some of these drivers' minds may already be shifting to next week when we do start that championship chase-off, when we start that championship run. The round of 12 begins right here next Thursday night, 7:55 Eastern on the Turn 3 Racing Network. The Cyber Thunder Wheels for Warriors USA Pro Cup Series gonna fire things off. And Chicagoland, then we'll head to a road course. That's right, you heard it, a road course in the opening round. And then we will head to Indianapolis Motor Speedway on June the 3rd. That will be the final race in the round of 12 before we break things down to just 8 drivers. So it's all about building that momentum from this race on. From this point on, drivers have to be on it each and every week. You don't have to win the race. You just got to be in a position to win the race. Every race from here on out, we'll see who can keep the consistency at its best. The most consistent driver right now, man on screen right there, sitting in that top spot on the speedway, came into tonight's race leading the point standings by over 125 points, I do believe, is what it was coming into tonight's race. Fenimore dominating in the win column as well. 5 race wins on the season so far, with 3 in a row. He has been absolutely on it as of late. Winner last week at Iowa. Winner at Circuit of America, and winner at Pocono. If that is not 3 massively different style racetracks to showcase your talents and your abilities, I don't know if Fenimore could have picked a better rundown, a better way to peak here. Another tough one right here tonight, already catching multiple drivers out. Lap number 18 heading down the backstretch. The iRacing pace car will get set to make that left-hand turn once again. Field still in the hands of your pole sitter, Coleridge. Fenimore will lead him off of 4. Pace car down and away, and Field getting to the restart box. Wait for it. Green flag flies once again here at the Lady in Black Darlington Raceway. Fenimore going to take that top spot. DiMaggio right back where he was running in the second spot. Here's some new faces at the front. Tyler Beeman, Bruce Perry right there, 3rd and 4th. Justin Groves rounds out your top 5. Oh, the 43 almost into the outside wall back there. And keep in mind, race fans, tons of action all over this track. We will, and I am not sure how that all went on right there, but Chris Wold, there you can see now highlighted on screen, the 32 Ford Mustang, looking to recover after some early trouble here tonight. Tom Richter, another driver involved in some incidents. Brian Dorsey still clean. Dave Sanders still clean as well. Christopher Daniel recovering from the lap 1 incident. Daniel sitting in that 13th position inside the 88. He's going to go to 12th now as he takes that spot away from Eric Moore. Moore going to slide back to the 13th position. Drivers beginning to stack themselves out a little bit at the front of the field. We'll go back with your race leader for just a moment. Run down your top 5 as Coleridge Fenimore leads the field off of turn 4. Frank DiMaggio hot on his trail. Less than 0.2 of a second separate him at the line. Another 3 to 4 of a second back to the 91 of Tyler Beeman, running in the 3rd position just in front of Bruce Perry, who's got a fast hard charging 99 of Justin Gross. No, the 88 has trouble. Tyler Beeman has some issues. Ooh, hopefully nobody hit him. What happened here with the 88? Let's take a look. Oh, hard impact. That's gonna be bad. That is definitely gonna be bad. Let's take another look. See how it all really happened here. There you can see, contact with that inside wall. That's what happened. We'll take a look at it one more time right here. Out of the corner, a little bit of a wiggle right there. The 88, you can see the little bit of a wiggle. He jumps back into the throttle down on the bottom of the track. See if it wiggles here. This is the corner it came out of, turn number 2. No wiggle so far. A little bit of a wiggle once again right there. The 88 struggling here before it all went down. 1 and 2, no wiggle. It looks fine. Car looks to be cutting through the corner, and there's the slight contact. Just enough to kick it sideways. Hard impact with that inside wall. Drivers going everywhere. Woo. Everybody making their way through safely. That could have been bad for multiple drivers. Back under caution here tonight for the 4th time. Looks like drivers going to begin to make their way to pit road. So as drivers make their way down onto pit road, we're going to step away for a brief commercial break, but we'll stay side by side. You won't miss any of the racing action. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. live as the field makes their way off of 4, ready to go back. Green flag racing once again. Back on the gas, back up through the gears. Finmore snatches second. Back now into third, and he's going to take that top spot, keep it at the front of the field. Justin Gross, how about that 99? He's made up some ground. He's now in the third position. I believe that's a Hot Wheels paint scheme out there. It is. How about that? We got to get up close. We got to get a look at this one. Got to see it. Man, I love it. Throwback. You know, you all used to sit on the living room rug or the dining room rug, the circle yarn rugs. You know what I'm talking about. Kind of had its own track built into it with your little Hot Wheels out there crashing them and flipping them and seeing who could win and things of that nature. You know you did it. I did it. You missed out if you didn't do it. Nonetheless, the 99 of Justin Gross, he closes in on the top two drivers right now. Ulrich Finmore, Frank DiMaggio still right there, first and second on the track. Field starting to fall behind the 8 ball just a little bit. John Dykeman sitting right there in fourth, the 41 Ford Mustang has lost a little pace, 1.3 seconds off of your race leader. He's got Bruce Perry right behind him, Bob Rogerson, Tom Rickard, Chris Wood, Brian Dorsey, David Rogerson rounds out your top 10. You see most of these drivers, most of the field all getting single file. You can see some close battles. Let's go back here with this one. Christopher Daniel all over David Rogerson right now. That's the 37 and the 88. Daniels needs a good run here. He needs a solid run. He needs to gain about 21 points. I apologize. 20 points to be exact to get to Christopher Dean and make his way into the championship. Eric Anderson just behind him. Anderson's got a little bit of a rougher go at it. He needs 38 points here tonight. He's going to need to get to the front of the field in a hurry, and he's going to have to pretty much dominate it from that point on out. He's going to need the most laps led award, and he's going to need a race win. Cole Gray, driver that was so close to making his way into the championship chase. Gray just 10 points back of Christopher Dean. He is on pit road, still beating and banging on his machine, being scored multiple laps down. 29, almost 30 laps down here for Cole Gray. So it's going to be tough go for him to try to even get up and make some laps up on some of his fellow competitor. Right now, Christopher Daniels running inside the top 10. He's doing what he's got to do to try to secure a championship position. Going to jump around the speedway just a little bit. There you can see the 32 of Chris Wood, followed by Brian Dorsey. Christopher Daniel in that 88 just behind them, back at the front of this field. There you can see that Hot Wheels 99 piloted by Justin Gross sitting in that third position. He's got John Dykeman behind him trying to chase down Frank DiMaggio, who has lost touch with Coleridge. Oh, big slide. Big time slide right there. I believe that was John Dykeman back there with the slide. My goodness, that was pretty close. You can see a lot of drivers struggling with the grip right now. Is the track temperature coming into effect? When we started tonight's race, it was 102 degrees. We'll check in with the weatherman with the weather report right there. You see it. Track has actually cooled down 10 degrees. So it should be gaining some grip. So maybe these drivers setting it up for the track to swing to the tight side, but the track going the opposite way, swinging loose. Oh, and there's the 9 of Brian Dorsey. He catches the inside wall. Dorsey goes around. We stay green flag racing. We're going to take a look at this real quick on the replay. Was there any contact out of that 88? Oh, the 88 up and to the side of the 9. Contact. between Brian Dorsey and the 88 of Christopher Daniel. Oh, and then the 9 tries to get back going, gets into the outside wall. No caution flag. We stay green flag racing. Brian Dorsey's night has took a turn for the worse. Gonna jump back around the track here. There you can see Frank DiMaggio now leads this race. What happened to Coleridge Finmore? What happened to Finmore? Finmore sitting back in the 4th position now. Let's take a look at the pass here. We'll rewind it real quick. There you can see Coleridge Finmore down on the bottom of the speedway. Looks like he may have just had an issue a few laps prior to that. Elected to go down on the apron, keep out of the way, gather it back up, and come back up through the front of this field. There you can see now battling side by side Tyler Beeman, Christopher Daniel with each other. Or I apologize, that is the 88 of Christopher Daniel. Now, hold on here. I am a little bit confused. We got two 88s running with each other. Tyler Beeman, Christopher Daniel, both with 88s on the side of their machine. Beeman listed as the 91 on the timing and scoring charts. We do apologize about that one. Had me a little bit confused there. Not something that's very hard to do, huh, race fans? If you've been around any time here on the Turn 3 Racing Network, well, you know how Dave is. We're just going to leave it at that. And as we reach our way closer to the halfway point here in tonight's final showdown, 115 for the Wheels for Warriors USA Pro Cup Series. If you haven't already, toss these drivers a thumbs up, click subscribe, and smash that bell over there on the right-hand side. Get notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network, whether it's myself, Dave in the Cave, or anybody else back at the Turn 3 headquarters. We do appreciate each and every one of you, each and every time you stop by. Caution, flag flies on the raceway once again. 5th caution of the night. What happened with Cole Gray? There you can see that 3 machine down on the apron trying to get up the speed after just making it off of pit road and loops it into the inside wall. He's going to have to go back down pit road and fix that damage. That will bring out our 5th caution of the evening. We'll jump back to the front of this field as the 95 of Frank DiMaggio brings the field to a crawl back behind that iRacing pace car. And well, race fans, as we do find ourselves under caution for the 5th time here tonight, we're going to step away for just a brief commercial break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with all your green flag action right here from Darlington Raceway.
We got big time problems with that motor, buddy. Hey, just between you and me, the idea is to avoid the other cars. Congratulations! You just set the sport back 30 years with that move. That move will put you in the Hall of Shame. You keep doing stuff like that and we're going to lose our sponsor. Looks like that's it for us today. Now I know why you got canned by your old team. It's over. We can't fix that damage. Looks like your car is toast. You'll need a tow back to pit lane Press and hold your reset button and we'll come and get you.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Backtrack side as the field gets double file back behind that iRacing pace car, ready to go back. Green flag racing this time around. Field coming through 1 and 2. We've had quite a bit of a go at it here tonight so far in the Lady in Black. The track too tough to tame. Darlington Raceway right here in Darlington, South Carolina, just slightly northwest of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. If you ever have time, come on down, enjoy the sunny sands at Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Enjoy a wonderful race here at Darlington Raceway while you're at it. iRacing pace car down and away. Frank DiMaggio with the race lead. He will fire things off, get ready to go back. Green flag racing off of turn number 4 on the front stretch, waiting to press the loud pedal. And 3, 2, green flag, fly. Oh my goodness. Struggling, hard impact with the outside wall. John Dykeman struggling to get through the gears. Dykeman still stuck on the high side. Man, that Ford Mustang had some problems getting up through the gears. The Motorcraft Quicken Loans 41 with a tough go at it on that restart. Up at the front though, Coolridge Fenmore has reassumed the race lead. That's going to be our third lead change of the night with just 2 different race leaders. Fenmore back to the point. DiMaggio back to playing sharp. Justin Gross still right there in third. Tom Richter, how about, oh my goodness, Gross sideways out of 2. He's going to save it, but he's going to lose 2 positions on the track. Gross now back to the 5th position, but how about Tom Richter in that 34 machine? He was caught up, involved in that lap 1, turn 1 incident, and he has stuck at it, head down, elbows up, a little bit of damage on the rear end of that 34, but Richter now into a podium spot. He's going to be 3rd on the track. There you can see drivers mixing it up back off in the background. I do believe that may have been Dave Rogerson and Patrick Stein mixing it up on the track. And as the field begins to sort things out after this latest restart, we'll jump around the track, give you a little bit more of the race action. There's 43 of Eric Anderson. He's racing for his championship hopes and dreams. Anderson 38 points back behind that cutoff line. It's going to be quite a tall task to get up there and make enough points to get himself into the chase, but he is still all over the drivers around him. There you can see the 12 of Mike Grandy Sr., another one of those drivers on the outside looking in, 40 points out of the championship chase. And Grandy Still pedal to the metal right there in that 12 machine. He's looking to find a few more points here tonight. Coleridge Finmore has checked. 0.8 of a second advantage. Oh, driver with some trouble. Chris Wold with trouble. Hard impact into the outside wall. He spins it around to the bottom of the track. Gets it going back again. My goodness, Chris Wold with some trouble. We'll take a look, see if we can't see how this all went down with Wold here. Contact with the outside wall, tries to save it 2-3 times into the outside wall, spins it around, snatches a gear, gets it headed back in the right direction. We stay green flag racing back up at the front of the field with the 95 of Frank DiMaggio back on the chase once again, trying to run down Coleridge Finmore. Finmore sitting in the top spot. The one machine has won 3 in a row. Can he make it a 4th one and a 6th on the season here to wrap up the regular season here in the Wheels for Warriors USA Pro Cup Series. The drivers getting closer and closer to that halfway point, and if you haven't yet, race fans, toss these drivers a thumbs up, click subscribe, and smash that bell over there on the right-hand side. Get notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network, whether it's myself, Dave in the Cave, or anybody else back at the Turn 3 headquarters. We do appreciate each and every one of you, each and every time you stop by. And well, since you're here, while you're at it, scroll down in the description, click that link, follow it on over to the Wheels for Warriors USA website. That's right, Wheels for Warriors USA, helping vets 2 wheels at a time. Watching Eric Anderson in the 43 Ford Mustang work his way off of turn number 4. He'll go down the front stretch, trying to close in on Dalton Carter. About 0.7 of a second separating those two drivers. Eric Moore starting to slowly close in with the 5 machine. Mike Grandy Sr. just off behind him. Those are drivers all battling for those championship spots. Eric Moore, one of those drivers in the chase, but just near that cutoff line. Brian Dorsey, another one of those drivers that is just inside in the 10th position right now going into tonight's race, the final round in the regular season. And well, we've got 3 drivers on the outside looking in that are running better than 2 of those drivers that are somewhat locked in. Only drivers absolutely locked in here so far are your race winners: Coleridge Finmore, Frank DiMaggio, Bryson Clark, Jeff Sharp, and Kyle Jett, all completely locked into this race. Tyler Beeman, Tom Richter right there, 6th and 7th in the championship grid. So they are in a fairly safe place as well. Justin Groves, Chris Wold right there in a pretty safe situation. Wold with some trouble here tonight, sitting back in the 17th position. Brian Dorsey, Eric Moore, Christopher Dean, those next drivers on that bubble. Dorsey with some trouble here tonight. Christopher Dean nowhere to be seen. Eric Moore having a little bit of a rough go, sitting outside of the top 10 as well. Christopher Daniel, Eric Anderson, 2 drivers on the outside looking in. They're running in 8th and 11th. And how about soldiering on? Want to take a moment to highlight this man right here. No front clip on that number 3 Wrangler Chevy Camaro piloted by Cole Gray. He is out there with just pure grit and determination, trying to make up any and every point that he possibly can. If he can somehow pull off of top 15, I think it's going to be hard for Christopher Daniel to leapfrog him and race his way into the championship. So although Gray is down 37 laps, he's out here fighting for his championship hopes and dreams. Contact with the outside wall. Contact with that 88. Cole Gray still on the gas. Never give up attitude out of that 3 machine, and that's what the Wheels for Warriors USA organization is like. That's what it's like with them having your back. They are a never say die, never give up attitude organization, helping vets all across the country that are in need of some help in some mentor roles, sponsorships. They take them under their wing, mentor and just guide them a little bit. So many of our veterans come home and they just end up missing the camaraderie, the feeling of brotherhood, and that's what Wheels for Warriors USA is all about, giving back to our veterans because they have given so much to us. 22 veterans a day take their lives from suicide, and that is 22 too many in my opinion, and lots of our race fans' opinions as well. So Wheels for Warriors USA, as we said, sponsoring at-risk veterans, giving them a sense of brotherhood, sponsoring them, mentoring them, giving them riding lessons, things of that nature. And at the end of their program, they present that veteran with a very own motorcycle of their own. What a better way to free your mind and have a little bit of peace of mind than get on 2 wheels and just ride. It's a beautiful thing. If you're not on 2 wheels, you got to get there. And once you do, you'll never really want to look back to 4 wheels. But as we've already said in tonight's broadcast, scroll on down through the description, click the link, and head on over to the Wheels for Warriors USA website. That can be found at www.w4wusa.org. Back to the racing action. Frank DiMaggio still sitting in that second position, just under a 1-second advantage for Coolridge Fenimore. Bruce Perry, he has fallen way off the pace. Perry sitting 2.2 seconds back from DiMaggio. Tom Richter has fallen off on the speed charts as well. Richter about 4 seconds. Make that almost 6 seconds at this point in time. Back from the race leader, Coolridge Fenimore. Oh, and contact. Drivers almost going around in caution. Flag flies. Justin Groves has some trouble. Let's see what brought out our 6th caution of the evening. Oh, and just that little bit of bump on the wrong way. And that 99 right into the inside wall on the front stretch. Oh my goodness. I thought that could have ended bad, and it almost did. 99 of Justin Groves. He's going to go ahead and hit the pit button, tow that machine right to pit road. He'll pay the consequences for that action. He'll be on pit road for quite some time. He's going to fall off of the lead lap, but after that kind of contact, not sure the pace was going to be in that machine. Fenimore, DiMaggio, they head down pit road. Perry, Richter, Dykeman, Christopher Daniel, Bob Rogerson, and Dave Rogerson look like they're all going to come to pit road. So all your lead lap cars to pit road this time by on lap number 66 out of the 115 scheduled in tonight's race distance. Halfway point already in the books. Coolridge Fenimore is the man to beat. As we find a brief moment here, we're going to step away, pay a few more of the bills. You know how that is. You know how that goes. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back.
When it rains, it drains. Call Houston Guttering for commercial or residential guttering work. With over 20 years experience, owner and operator Kerry Houston can take care of you. Plus, they give free estimates, repairs on 5 and 6-inch gutters, window screens, blown attic insulation. They take care of you with all work guaranteed. Call 931-267-5803. That's 931-267-5803. Or check them out on Facebook. In Middle Tennessee, there's only one name to know. That's Houston Guttering. Call them today.
Hello, I'm Ken Daffern, owner of Dr. Greg Carpets. 44 years in business. I'm extremely proud of that and extremely thankful to the entire Tri-Cities area for your continued support. We're not perfect, but everyone at Dalton Red Carpets works hard to make your purchase a pleasant and successful experience for you, our valued customers. We have thousands of square feet of carpet, waterproof flooring, vinyl, and wood flooring in stock for immediate installation at the best prices in the Tri-Cities area. That's Dalton Red Carpets in Kingsport.
At 107 Tire and Service Center, we pride ourselves on being professional and reliable while giving you an honest service at an affordable price. From alternators, brakes, and computer diagnostics to motors and transmissions, most repairs come with a 12-month and 12,000-mile warranty on parts and labor. Need tires? We have those too. Major brands such as Cooper, Hankook, Michelin, and more. We are a family-owned and operated business located at 6256 Irwin Highway, Chuckey, Tennessee. Call or stop by today for a quote or repair. 423-620-4970.
iRacing, you wanted the best, you got them for a breast. Often imitated, never duplicated, the greatest show on dirt, the World of Outlaws.
Trackside as the field heads into turn 4. Penn's car gonna duck off. We're set to go back. Green flag racing once again. Frank DiMaggio will lead the field back to the green flag. Wait for it, and green flag flies. Once again here from Darlington Raceway, the final round here in the regular season for Cyber Thunder's Wheels for Warriors USA Pro Cup Series. Finn Moore goes to the top of the track. He'll take that top spot away. That's going to give us our 5th different lead change here between just 2 different drivers. Coleridge, Finn Moore, Frank DiMaggio back and forth all race long so far here tonight, race fans, as we find ourselves with just about 45 laps remaining here on the caution. Dalton Carter and Patrick Stein caught up in this one. Smoke coming out of turn number 4. That's going to catch 2 more drivers out. Let's take a look with the turn 3 replay. Right there you have it. There you can see, I believe that's the 53 up against the outside wall. And oh my gosh, the 89. Oh my gosh. Patrick Stein nails that inside wall. Pancakes the Gatorade machine. Let's take a look at this. Super loose on the high side. The 89 tries to miss it. And oh my gosh. That is a hard lick on that left front, just in front of the tire there for Patrick Stein. My goodness. And amazingly enough, Dalton Carter not hitting anything right there. 53 went for a ride. 7th caution of the evening here tonight from Darlington Raceway in the Showdown 115. Multiple drivers caught up and caught out here tonight at the track. Too tough to tame. Darlington Raceway, the lady in black. Well, she's famous for wadding up a few cars, and well, a few cars getting wadded up here tonight, getting eaten alive, I should say. We will run down, do a little bit of house cleaning here tonight. Looks like 23 drivers on the starting grid here tonight. We have still got 19 drivers out there on the track and only 16 drivers left on the lead lap. Brian Dorsey, Patrick Stein, last two drivers on the lead lap. They're going to be very, very close to going down a lap. Justin Groves sitting as the first driver off of the lead lap and actually out of the race. Groves back behind pit wall. So as Cole Gray continues to run here, this is what Gray needs to do. You can see he's still multiple laps down, still 30-plus laps down, but look at the amount of laps that we have left here tonight. We've still got upwards of 40 laps, so that's going to be enough where he'll be able to jump all the way up to at least the 17th position. That's going to be enough to get himself into the chase, I do believe, with Christopher Dean not being here, the two machine not here tonight. So if Cole Gray can complete the rest of the laps here tonight and make his way inside that top 20 and up to 17th, maybe even 16th, possibly 15th tonight, if he can get that job done, then he very well have made his way into the chase. Christopher Daniel, he's right there fighting for his championship life as well, the 20 points behind Christopher Dean. So Daniel trying to run down those numbers here tonight. Christopher Daniel doing a fine job right now, running in 16th position. And that's what I'm talking about here. 10-point separation between Christopher Daniel and Cole Gray, and if Cole Gray can finish inside the finish in that 17th position, then that means Christopher Daniel has to finish at least in 6th, so bypass him in the points. So things all over the board right now, and it looks like as of this moment, Christopher Daniel in. Chris Dean, first driver out. And Cole Grace listed as the second driver out. My goodness, this is going to get close to see who gets to race for the championship. The iRacing pace car down and away. Field going to go back. Green flag racing once again here at Darlington Raceway. High above the stands in the spotters booth. Way up here, gets a great view on this restart. Through the gears and on the gas. The one of Finmore fires things off on the outside lane, elected to take that outside lane. Here comes the 95 of DiMaggio. He's going to look for more on the inside. Not going to have the momentum. The one of Finmore going to keep that top spot. Driver still, contact. Driver into the inside wall. David Rogerson. My gosh. We got to watch that one. David Rogerson comes right across the nose, I believe. That is the 5 machine right across the 5, and oh my gosh, hard impact right there. Gosh, that was a tough lick. Looks like Tyler Beeman involved in an incident too, as well as Eric Anderson. Dalton Carter caught up in another one here. More drivers involved in some on-track skirmishes. And while all that goes down, your race leader, your pole sitter, your points leader, Coolridge Finmore, scoots away to a 1.1 second advantage over Frank DiMaggio. Tom Richter right there close, nipping at his heels. There you can see that 34 of Tom Richter. Oh my God, big slide by Richter. My goodness, drivers are all over the place right now. I think they might, well, no, I was going to say I think they might need some tires, but most of the field down to pit road back on lap number 66, so just about 13-lap-old tires. They still should have quite a bit of grip in those things. It looks like a few of these drivers just struggling on those cold tires to get them up to speed and get them in the working proper temperature that they want here. Dalton Carter, after being on pit road for an extended stay, he begins to make his way back onto the apron and back out onto the track. Dalton Carter sitting in the 53 machine in the 14th position. David Rogerson, Patrick Stein still off track. Mark Schrader, Cole Gray still on track as well. Justin Groves off of the track now, sitting in the 18th position. Cole Gray continues to try to catch up, continues to try to run down a few positions, chasing his championship hopes and dreams, but he's got to worry about where that man on screen finishes. Christopher Daniel in the 88 machine inside your top 10, running in the 5th position right now, rounding out your top 5, and he's got a ton of traffic around him. Some of them are lap cars, some of them lead lap cars. Trying to run down Bruce Perry, John Dykeman not too far off of them. There you can see that Motorcraft Quicken Loans 41 Ford Mustang of Dykeman now into the 3rd position. Bruce Perry battling right there. He's going to be in 4th, has Christopher Daniel right behind him. Tom Richter trying to reemerge on the scene after a big-time slide. Bob Rogerson in the 78. He's now making an emergence inside your top 10, sitting in the 7th position. Stein still out there on pit road, beating and banging away. He's been down there for almost 7.5 minutes so far, and he's going to have quite an extended stay here. I expect him to be on pit road for at least another 4 to 5 minutes trying to repair his Ford Mustang. We'll jump around the track just a little bit, try to bring you some of the battles, try to bring you some of the action, as we have only got a handful of drivers left on this lead lap race, fans. Only 12 drivers left on this lead lap. Make that just 11 drivers now on the lead lap, as Tyler Beeman in the 91 machine, he gets put down a lap here, running in that 12th position. Eric Moore, last driver inside your top, just outside of your top 10. The last driver on the lead lap, and there you can see that 5 of Moore. He's had some better days. No front clip on his machine. Looks like a modified out there running here at Darlington Raceway. Final race of the regular season here for the Wheels for Warriors USA Pro Cup Series. If you haven't already, race fans, toss these drivers a thumbs up. Going to try to jump around the track just a little bit more here as we go back to the 3rd position. Bruce Perry has John Dykeman and Christopher Daniel all lined up nose to tail with each other. Oh, Dykeman sideways. Christopher Daniel, a little bit of a struggle getting off of the corner as well, so he's not going to be able to capitalize and take that 4th position away. Tom Richter slowly reeling these 2 drivers in as Richter has stepped away from Bob Rogerson. That battle has dissipated. That battle has went away. Chris Bull looks like he's beginning to close in now on Brian Dorsey. We will stay right here with this battle as it is the closest battle on the speedway. Just 0.3 of a second separates Christopher Daniel from John Dykeman as Bruce Perry starts to set sail on these 2 drivers. The more they battle it out, the further away that Perry is going to get as we cross that threshold into the final 30 laps of tonight's race. We are down to the final few laps, race fans. This is going to get hot and heavy. This is going to get good. Can Cole Gray somehow save his championship hopes and dreams? Sitting just inside the top 20 now in the 19th position. Can he somehow pull off a good enough points day to get himself into the championship chase? Or will Christopher Daniel, there you see him just behind that 41 machine, can Daniel pull out the upset? Can he gain enough points Christopher Daniel running last driver inside of your top 5. Race leader Coleridge Fenmore going to make his way off of the corner here and bring us to lap number 90 out of the 115 scheduled in the official race distance. That will give us, I believe, just 26 laps to go this time by for your race leader Coleridge Fenmore. He's going to take lap number 90. That's going to be 26 laps remaining. 25 when we make it back around the 88 of Christopher Daniel. Looks like he may have some trouble here. Or actually, that's the 88. The 91, I apologize. Tyler Beeman has the 88 on the side of that machine, giving us a little bit of a fit up here with our binoculars on, seeing 2 of those 88s, but nonetheless. Oh, and there's the real 88 with some contact with the outside wall. That's going to slow him down just a little bit. Coleridge Fenmore into lap traffic, trying to get by the back marker of Eric Moore. Moore going to be the first driver listed off of the lead lap now. DiMaggio closed right in. Tough run right off of turn number 4. I do believe that was that time by. Turn number 2. Frank DiMaggio had a big wiggle, lost a ton of ground. He was within a half a second of your race leader. There you can see it already back up to almost a 2-second race advantage now for Fenmore as he steps away from this field. Man, oh man, race fans, it is coming down to the final few laps on who is going to make their way into this championship chase, the round of 12. First round in the championship run here for the Wheel Sport Warriors USA Pro Cup Series, and it is going to be quite a little bit of a run. For those first 3 races, we are going to head off to Chicagoland and then to the Glen. That's right, road course in round number 1, then off to Indianapolis Motor Speedway. So 3 very distinctly different tracks, 3 very distinct styles of racing being showcased in your round of 12. That opening round will begin the round of 8 at Dover, then head off to Charlotte. I think I may be missing. No, we'll begin round number 2, the round of 8 at Talladega. I apologize, missed one there. So some crazy tracks coming up here soon. We've got road courses, we've got restrictor plates, we've got some flat out big racetracks. We got some fast-paced racetracks coming up. Going to be quite a championship run as the field makes their way around this track for the final few times here tonight. Just 20 laps remaining as Coleridge Fenmore going to cross the line. He's got himself a 1-second advantage over Frank DiMaggio. And I tell you what, we haven't done it yet, race fans. Why don't we run down your top 5 with some driver highlights and spotlights? Let's go. Here you see that one of Coleridge Fenmore. Hashtag do it for Crank. With all of these drivers here, our thoughts and prayers still out there with the Bell family as Crank continues to battle, as Jade continues to battle the COVID virus in the hospital right now. Our thoughts and prayers with you and your entire family, hoping that God just puts his healing hand on you and gives you the strength and the willpower to overcome this thing. We know you can do it. We know you can beat it, and we're looking forward to hearing some good news here in the next few days or so. Jade, you're on all of our minds. You're in our hearts and thoughts. We love you. We miss you, bud, and we can't wait to have you back once again here. Coleridge Fenmore leads this field with just 13 laps to go. Frank DiMaggio, driver sitting in the second position, driver out of Windsor, Ontario. He's got himself 3 race wins on the season. Doesn't look like he's going to make it a 4th here tonight, but he is already locked in with his championship chase and his championship hopes. So DiMaggio going to finish, or looks like he should finish in a solid top 3 spot, running in second. Bruce Perry, how about this from Cornwall, New York? The Mad Sim Racing Powerhead seat into the Apex podcast. Raise Energy. Great hire. Roscoe Wheels. Ford Mustang sitting pretty here. That 39 sitting in the 3rd and final podium spot here tonight. Great run up 2 spots from where he started tonight's race. Bruce Perry runs in 3rd. Back running in that 4th position there, you can see him straight out of Boone, North Carolina, home of Appalachian State. That's right, App State, get you some. Got a great wrestling program out there. Love that place. Love to go skiing up there. Great college town. If you ever get a chance, come hang around up there on the App State campus. You won't be disappointed. John Dykeman getting the job done here for Sim Racing Coin. Motorcraft Quicken Loan 41 sits in 4th. Whoa. Big moment for Tom Richter. He goes around and into the outside wall. We stay green flag racing. My goodness, Richter, hard impact. We'll finish this highlight and spotlight right here. Christopher Daniel out of Canton, Georgia. Driver sponsored by CMR Construction and Roofing. He's still got the hashtag Do It For Crank as well on his machine. And well, he's from Canton, Georgia. I'm from Canton, North Carolina. So hey, the Canton connection here tonight for the Wheels for Warriors USA Pro Cup Series. Christopher Daniel runs in 5th. Just under 15 laps now remaining as Chris Wold has trouble. Wold goes around. Tires beginning to wear. These drivers struggling now out there on track. That's 3 different drivers with some trouble late in the going, late in this run. Last time on the pit road back at lap number 66. That's going to be asking at least, what is that? Right at 50 laps. Out of the tires, out of the fuel cell. I think they can get there on the fuel. I'm not sure about those tires, though. And I'm sure there's a handful of drivers not sure about the tires either. And how about that? At a track just like this, Darlington Raceway, known for eating drivers up. Started with 23 drivers here tonight. We are down to just 13 drivers still on the track with 8 drivers left on the lead lap. Coleridge Finmore has done one well of a job leading the most laps here tonight. He'll walk away with a handful of bonus points. The Pole Sitter Award. Leading a lap, leading the most laps. Can he win the race and extend that already 125-point advantage going into the chase? We'll have to wait and see how it all shakes out. Right now, the 39 of Bruce Perry trying to keep the 41 of John Dykeman at bay. Dykeman having none of it as Bruce Perry going to drop to the bottom of the track, try to, well, he's just going to go ahead and give that position up there. Not wanting to fight it out, not wanting to ruin a good run. Bruce Perry going to pull to the inside to let the faster 41 by, and he'll slot back in the 4th position. I think he's just content to run with a solid top 5 here, and that's what you got to do sometimes. That is a veteran move. Although Bruce Perry not in the championship hunt, not in the bubble chase, or the chase bubble, as we like to call it most of the time, still with a solid run here tonight. And instead of worrying about racing it on out with another driver that you're not battling with, for championship or in the championship hunt. Perry just going to go ahead and move on over and take the good points day. And that is what a veteran maneuver is. If you know you ain't got the car, why risk it if you're not going to get to taste the biscuit? I mean, ain't no risk it for the biscuit if you can't even buy it. You know what I mean? Or something like that. You get what I mean. It's like popping popcorn and only smelling it. Why would you do that? I mean, just why? Mike Grandy Sr. has a moment on the track. Not enough to bring the caution out. Looks like admins and officials going to keep it green flag racing. 8 laps remaining here from Darlington Raceway. Now 7 as Coolidge Fenimore crosses the line. Frank DiMaggio slowly closing in. That gap now back under 1 second. Can he run him down? Can DiMaggio take away from that consistent, solid, race-winning runs that this man right here on screen, the one of Coolidge Fenimore, has strung together? He has been to victory lane the past 3 races in a row here for the Cyber Thunder. Wheels for Warriors USA Pro Cup Series. Can he make it a 4th in a row? Can he make it a 6th on the season? Or will we see Frank DiMaggio come up and snatch his 4th win of the season here? A tough battle between some heavy hitters. DiMaggio is closing. DiMaggio is there under a half a second. 5 laps to go this time by. High five from the boss man, Al Smith, up there with the flags in hand. He'll see 5 to go. Fenimore trying to fight off, trying to fend off hard charging Frank DiMaggio sitting right there in second. John Dykeman now in a solid 3rd place. Bruce Perry back and forth. Christopher Daniel running in 5th. Bob Rogerson rounds out the drivers on the lead lap in the 6th position. Brian Dorsey, he needs a late race caution to try to improve his day here. He's sitting 1 lap down, back in 7th. Back and forth, seesaw on the stopwatch right now. Last time by, Frank DiMaggio just a few hundredths of a second faster on his lap time than Coolidge Fenimore. They'll make their way back through 3. Now off of turn number 4. Once again to the stripe. 0.4 of a second is the gap. 3 laps remain. Looks like Chris Bould's day has come to an end late in the going. Eric Anderson also coming to an end. Mark Schrader also off track as popsicle sticks for your race leader, Coolidge Fenimore, as he crosses the line that time by. 2 to go here from Darlington Raceway, just northwest of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Come check it out sometime. Darlington, South Carolina, right here. Darlington Raceway, great racing action, great atmosphere, nestled just a few miles away from the beach. Off of 4, back across the stripe. White flag flies from the boss man, Al Smith. Final lap here tonight from Darlington Raceway on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Fenimore starting to stretch the lead back out to almost a 1 second advantage. He'll head down the backstretch for the final time and into Turn 3. Fenimore, nobody in front. He's got a gap behind. Smooth sailing off of turn 4. Fenimore gonna cross the line, capture the flag. 4th win in a row, 6th on the season, and he has got the momentum heading into the chase. Gonna be a very close points battle for the statisticians to figure out, but I do believe Christopher Daniel may have worked his way into a championship position. We'll have to wait and see how the news unfolds and how it all comes out throughout this week. My goodness, what a run there at the end. And, well, race fans, we hate to do it to you, but while we've got a moment, let's break for a quick commercial break. Head down trackside for your post-race interview, so don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back. Backtrack side here at the conclusion of tonight's Showdown 115, and we're trying to work through some audio issues here, some technical difficulties, trying to get some of these post-race interviews taken care of, and it looks like, unfortunately, race fans, we're not going to be able to get to the post-race interviews here tonight. It looks like we are having some troubles getting that taken care of, so we will remember this rundown, and we will join these drivers before next week's race, before we head off into the championship run. And race fans, it has been one heck of a night here tonight. We had drivers at the front of the field mixing it up with each other, racing for a race win. We had drivers all through this field mixing it up, trying to get themselves into a championship position. We will run down the field here tonight as we finish out the regular season here in the Wheels for Warriors USA Pro Cup Series.
Just on another planet.
Well, that happens when you got good racing action brought to you each and every Thursday night right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Your unofficial race results look a little something like this for the Showdown 115, walking away with the top spot yet again, 6th on the season, 4th in a row. The one of Coleridge Fenmore takes the checkered flag. Walking away in second here tonight, the 95 of Frank DiMaggio. The 41 of John Dykeman will round out your podium finishers here. Bruce Perry slots home in fourth, rounding out your top 5, the 88 of Christopher Daniel. 78 of Bob Rogerson, gonna slot home in 6th. 7th goes to Brian Dorsey. Mike Grandy Sr. gonna walk away from the track in 8th. 9th spot goes to the 5 of Eric Moore. And rounding out your top 10, the 91 of Tyler Beeman. Late race trouble sees the 34 of Tom Richter finish outside of your top 10. Richter walks away in 11th. The 32 of Chris Wold struggled late in the race. That 32 machine gonna slot home in 12th, 13th position here tonight. Eric Anderson, while Dalton Carter walks away in 14th, finishing out your top 15. Patrick Stein in the 89. 16th spot here tonight, Mark Schrader. Dave Rogerson in the 37 crew walks away from the track here tonight in 17th. Valiant effort to try to get himself into a championship spot. Cole Gray finishes in 18th. 19th on the track here tonight, the 99 of Justin Gross. Dave Sanders gonna walk away in 20th. The 28 of Bill Jett gonna finish in 21st. 22nd goes to Jeff Sharp. Zach Shahalis gonna round out the field here tonight, finishing the final spot, the 23rd position on track. Big tip of the cap. Thank you, and you're welcome to the race officials and admins over there in the control booth, keeping all these drivers straight under the caution flags here tonight. Big shout out to Kyle Jett and David Gainforth for all they have done here tonight and all they have given throughout this regular season. To each and every one of you race control admins, we do appreciate everything you do, keeping all the races nice and smooth. And well, race fans, that's about all she wrote. We'll run down and see who can slot themselves into the championship. We'll give you that rundown. Some breaking news going to be coming to you shortly during the week. Keep your eyes peeled for your championship announcement here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. And with that being said, if you haven't already, toss these drivers a thumbs up, click subscribe, and smash that bell over there on the right-hand side. Get notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Whether it's myself, Dave in the Cave, or anybody else back at the Turn 3 headquarters, we do appreciate each and every one of you, each and every time you stop by. And well, we're going to wrap up the cords, wind things down here tonight from Darlington Raceway for the Showdown 115. Stay safe, stay loved, my friends, and until next time, we'll meet you in Turn 3.